What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. We are talking to you back to back. We just talked to you guys yesterday. We're talking to you again today. Hopefully you're having an amazing week. We definitely are, and we are ready to head into the weekend. And we're excited to announce that Netflix's Fair Play is today's presenting sponsor. This is the plot of Fair Play, guys, hot off the heels of their new engagement. Thriving New York couple Emily, played by Phoebe Dynevor, and Luke, played by Alden Ehrenreich, can't get enough of each other. When a coveted promotion at a cutthroat financial firm arises, supportive exchanges between the lovers begin to sour into something more sinister. As the power dynamics irrevocably shift in their relationship, Luke and Emily must face the true price of success and the unnerving limits of ambition. You can watch Fair Play only on Netflix October 6th. We absolutely love a Netflix original movie.
Yes.
We are always tuning into the new movies that Netflix puts out. And what better way to spend your Friday, especially a rainy Friday, which I think is coming up, or if you're listening, it's probably raining right now, than to watch Fair Play on Netflix.
Exactly. Going into the weekend, brand new. You can open up Netflix, put on Fair Play. I'm excited. We haven't seen Phoebe Dynevor in it, like Bridgerton, obviously.
Yep.
Know it, love it, obsessed. But this is like this is a different kind of role,
Yep.
a different thing. Great. Everybody's gonna love it.
Right. Took the words right out of my mouth. I was really excited to see Phoebe Dynevor in this. And it's hot. It's sexy. It's steamy.
Which, my favorite genre.
Yeah, same. I love a hot, sexy, steamy movie. So make sure you check that out. Fair Play on Netflix, October 6th. Really exciting stuff. New York City tickets on sale noon Eastern time. If you're listening to this before then, make sure you're ready to go. We are so excited for our New York show. It is our biggest show yet. The biggest show we have ever done. So if nobody buys tickets, it's going to be really disappointing. But no, I have faith.
Come on. I actually, there was a couple at the John Mayer show last night that said, when are the New York tickets going on sale? I said Friday. Be prepared. Yeah. So that's at least two.
My God, honestly, I'm tingling thinking about it. I'm so excited about the New York show. We do have Philly next week. There are still some tickets on sale for the Philly show.
Come on down, guys.
Come on down. There's still a ton of people coming,
Yeah.
but there are still tickets left. So we're really excited about that. Charlotte, there are less tickets available for Charlotte, and Chicago is sold out. By less tickets available, I mean that most have sold. There are a couple tickets left for Charlotte.
Yes.
So if you're thinking about coming, buy those before they're gone. Really excited about these live shows. Of course, I'm going through the spiral of what to wear. This happens every single live show tour. I can't figure out what to wear, and I end up hating every single outfit. But we're going to hope that's not the case this time around.
Somebody said something to me the other day, and I was like, you're probably right. Like, one of my friends was just like, it's kind of crazy that you guys pick out your own outfits.
Yeah.
She was like, you could totally get somebody to help you, or get a stylist to do it.
That's
and
true.
Curate outfits. And I was like, you're probably right. We probably could.
That is true, and I guess you could tell them your own own style. But at the same time, I think we like picking out our own stuff.
Yeah, that we do.
And I did see, not to relate us to Taylor Swift, but I did see a TikTok the other day of somebody talking about how it's very clear that Taylor Swift styles herself. And now she was like, I don't mean this as an insult.
Yeah.
It's just very because when somebody is styled, it's very clear. I think you can tell when somebody is styled unless they are a fashion whiz themselves.
Right.
There's just a certain street style look. Taylor it's like her own, she's putting together the outfits, and I think you can tell that. Blake Lively is the same way. They're putting together their own outfits.
Yeah, that's fair too, because I do think especially when you see somebody, a famous person on the street, maybe they're doing press or whatever, you can kind of tell because it's not necessarily out of their comfort zone. The outfits are all still really great and they look great, but it's curated. It's clearly, structural pieces. Like Anne Hathaway is clearly being styled. Like that, like that's how
Yeah.
I see that. You see like the photos of her doing press, and like, I mean, she looks amazing.
Right.
And the outfits are amazing, but yeah, I feel like that's, you're working hard to achieve that level of put together.
Yeah. Listen, if we were going to, an event that we need to be styled for, we would do it.
Yeah,
But our live shows,
look, I'm open to it in any way.
Right. But for the live shows, I'm like, that's us. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
But very excited. So if you're still thinking about coming, check those tickets out.
Come
We're
on,
very
Philly.
excited for Philly. And then we are going to have an after party in Philly.
Yeah.
At the Barstool Philly bar.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of DMs this morning because the Phillies just won the wild card and now they're in the divisional round of the playoffs. And game 4 would potentially be Thursday. There's no time. So like on they're playing Monday in the first game, and that's has a 6:00 start time. But the other later games, the time's not announced yet, but I'm not sure if we'll have the earlier slot of games. So here's to hoping we just sweep the Braves. It's 3 games, and then game 4 wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, big baseball fan. Fran
That's me.
over
My
there.
hat comes back on. Well, this is my time of year. I jump back in.
Yep. But yeah, we will be having an after party. So if you're coming to the show, then come on over to the Barstool Philly bar.
What I was getting at is I think the bar is going to be popping.
Yeah,
regardless.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll be there to hang out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
We talked about how this past weekend was a lot of fun because we got to just hang out and drink with people. And it wasn't like we were, putting on a show or anything of that sort.
Yeah.
And so I like the idea of doing an after party where, if you're not coming to the show and you want to hang out, you can come hang out after, and we'll just all party together, and it'll be a blast.
But you should come to the show.
But you should definitely come to the show as well. All right, let's get
We will hold it against you if you show up and you say you didn't come to the show.
Yeah.
I will, personally, I will hold that against you.
I won't, but Fran will.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the topics for today. Quick topics, and then we have a Bachelor recap, Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise. We're going to be talking about Tom Sandoval was revealed on The Masked Singer. Like, why? Sorry. And Francia talked about her. Francia, I always mess up her last name.
Raisa?
Yes. Talked about her friendship with Selena Gomez because, that has been a touchy subject over the past couple years. Kyle Richards picked up Morgan Wade from the airport. I don't think we need to talk too much about that, but it's just something to be noted. And we're going to do a recap for the Bachelor shows. And we have trivia.
Yes.
It's our first Friday with trivia. So let's get into it.
I did want to ask Fran, though, what did you think of the John
Oh,
Mayer
you guys both were at the John Mayer concert. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought the show was awesome. I will say I was jealous because night 1, he brought out somebody, and night 2, he didn't bring anybody out, which I was kind of waiting, hoping that he would bring somebody out.
I was joking with people before the concert, though, being like, it's really fun when they bring anyone out, obviously, but then, like, after a minute, I'm like, I like Steve Miller, but I know 2 of his songs. It's not like I'm like, Steve Miller.
No, it's just for that one moment.
Yeah.
But no, we were laughing because Joe and his friends have probably watched the YouTube of John Mayer and Alicia Keys' Gravity
It crossed my mind
90,000 times.
Same.
And he started to play Gravity, and literally all the boys froze. They were like, Alicia Keys? It was like we had a moment. But he played Gravity, which he didn't play night 1.
I've never seen him play it like that, the way he did, where it's just him and electric guitar.
I mean, he really is one of the best guitar players of our generation, I would say.
He really is.
He's very, very talented.
Preach.
I was laughing, so I saw Trent and Noah when I was walking to my seats, and 2 guys were taking a selfie with Noah, and I was like, classic. And I was dying laughing, but Trent was like, no, they're allegedly his high school friends.
Yeah, no, they went to my high school.
And I was like, okay.
It would have been weird if they were just asking me for a picture and Fran walked by and they didn't care.
Yeah. I also took
also Trent.
I didn't realize that those were your friends because I turned around and these 2 girls were just standing behind me, and I'm like, you don't have to wait, you can walk by me. And they're like, oh no, we're with her. And I didn't even notice Fran was there.
It was I took this picture because we were in the section over from them, And at certain points, obviously, like people sit down, get back up, and I turned around and I was dying because look at these two.
Wait, you have a picture of us?
Yes.
You guys look really
Noah
cool.
and Trent.
Wait, send that to me.
Arms crossed up
Send
against
that
the
to me.
barrier. Like I kept like turning back
That's
because
a
I was just getting a giggle of them, like, you know, they're not didn't really look like you were talking that much, but there was like arms crossed and they were like
No, it's funny
bopping back and forth
because when you're on the like those sections, especially like toward the back, it's like, do you sit, like especially for certain songs, it's like everyone starts sitting and everyone's like sheep, so they just do what everyone else does. And Trent's like, do we sit? I'm like, we almost did. I'm like, no, like this is John Mayer.
It was also like,
we're not
stand.
sitting.
You also didn't have to worry because there was no people behind you.
Well, there were, but like they were sitting. Maybe they weren't there for that picture, but like at one point, the girl next to me, who everyone around me was talking so much that I was like, it was hard to fully like enjoy the concert because I'm like, these people suck so much.
Yeah.
And these two girls who showed up like so late, like kind of being like, oh, like we move over, like these are our seats, like they're just the worst. And they were talking the whole people who talk the whole concert. I'm like, why are you
terrible.
here?
Why are you here? I agree.
But I was like watching the concert and I just feel like a tap on my back, like, and I was like, I'm just not gonna turn around, like there's no way she's tapping me right now. And she tapped me again and I'm like, I'm not turning around. Like, and she tapped me like a few times, and so I turned around. She's like, "Could you just scoot over?" Like, cause she's sitting down and I'm standing up. I'm like, I gave her like the dirtiest look of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you stand up, like you're at a concert.
But then at one point, Trent's like, honestly, like my feet are killing me. I gotta sit down. And then we sat down.
My favorite thing, and it annoys Joe every time, is when he plays the submarine song.
I thought I was gonna text you.
And it's
Jonas Brothers.
the Love Bug inspired song, and I like start to sing the lyrics to Love Bug, and Joe's like, stop. It's like, you're ruining this song. I'm like, okay. Like, it just makes me smile every time. Also very cool, he came out to do his encore, and he had a song on the set list that was literally on, it was printed on the set list. So
Wheel.
Obviously he was planning on doing it, Wheel, which I've never heard.
He never plays that.
I mean, clearly, there was a fan. Everybody makes signs, and there was a fan with a sign that said, "I have not missed a tour in 20 years. Like, please play Wheel." I've been wanting to hear this for 20 years. He's like, the first tour in 2004 he went to, and John like saw the sign, and then he held up the set list and was like, "I couldn't believe, like, here it is, like I'm playing Wheel." Which was awesome. And then I watched as the show ended. He walked off and then he came back on and he either signed the set list or he signed the guy's sign and gave it to him, which was
I'm
really
crazy,
nice.
so I went on the John Mayer Reddit afterwards, and the person who that happened to, like,
he told his story.
He was telling the story, but other people were telling the story, and the person said that he like signed the set list and everything, and he wrote "You won, Charlie," like the Willy Wonka thing. Like on the.
Oh, that's sweet.
Nice. I thought that was a very nice moment.
I thought he wasn't gonna sign because the night before he started signing a couple things, and everyone started like rushing forward. So he didn't really do that this time. But
and for that scenario, I felt like he had to do it. You know,
it was cool. Like
good.
too. Josh, who works here, was also saying like he like messed up a bunch too, and was just kind of going with it, like, oh, like I forget how to play.
Yeah, he was
this,
like, oh, bro. And I liked it. He, he's like, I don't think I can play this one on the piano. Like my friends love Vultures too, and he played like 30 seconds of Vultures on the piano, and then stopped because he was like, I don't know how to do a B on the piano, and then he like figured it out and did a little bit more, but it was, and that's why he was laughing. He was like, "Oh, the set list is going to say I played Vultures on the piano, but I really didn't play Vultures on the piano." Yeah. So it was funny. I mean, obviously, like he's funny. He's a funny guy. He's people laugh. He's up there relating to the crowd and pointing people out. It was a great show.
Great show.
Yep. No complaints.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't there, so what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, no, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's get into...
You should go when he goes to Long Island. Like, or we have a show the same night. Never mind.
I've been to John, like...
No, I know. I'm just saying, like...
Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics. I already mentioned the topics, so let's just get into
Jump into it. All right, guys, we are going to watch the trailer for Fair Play. It's out on Netflix today, October 6th. We're going to watch a trailer, throw in some reaction. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the trailer Question mark.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
So if you're watching on YouTube, watch the trailer along with us and you will catch our reaction. So let's do it. Noah, press play.
How did I get so lucky?
Hot to start.
Steamy.
Hot to start.
Hey, sorry.
Immediately like pushed up against the wall.
We're getting married.
Naked on the floor.
Wish we could tell the whole world.
Beautiful ring.
I'm just watching it smiling.
I think it's the right time to admit we're breaking policy.
I feel like it's a disaster waiting to happen, you know? Or like everything seems like it'll go well and obviously it's not going
You're
to.
taking over for Quinn.
What?
I overheard it on a call.
You can't be fighting for the same job.
Same position.
Yeah.
We're gonna go grab a drink. Do you wanna join?
I love
You made
the
half
ticking
the big
clock.
calls,
A
mashed
ticking clock in a
watermelon.
trailer also just creates such suspense.
I feel like
What
it's
do you
like,
want?
He's promoting me.
oh,
Congratulations.
He's like, yay.
he has this
I'm so happy for
this
you.
evil look in his
He
eyes.
totally does. That's not a happy
Whatever, you
face.
got the fast pass. Reporting to her? Jesus, man.
Look into this. Let me know what you think.
I'm still working on the 3 from before.
Okay, we'll make this one the priority.
Damn.
Damn, you can't balance that. There's no way this ends well.
What are you doing?
You know it's just a game.
You played very well. Are you gonna pitch me to Campbell?
I don't think it's a good idea. We both can't keep working here.
I'm not quitting. This firm has become my religion.
Damn.
You have become my God. You give me this opportunity, I will give you everything I got.
A sexy,
You're mine.
intelligent
You're
thriller.
dead.
Going
That's
behind her
exactly
back.
how I would describe it.
We all do filthy things, but we don't trick it back into the office.
There's some blood there.
I saw a knife.
Why is it so hard to accept that I deserve that job?
I never got the shot!
This job, it's killing us.
Damn.
Damn. You got
That's
you fighting
juicy.
fighting for that same job. Crazy. I just feel like there's no way
The guy
that
the guy just can't accept it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, not to dig too deep in that, but classic dynamic. You know, he can't handle his woman getting that promotion over him
He's a little jealous.
for sure. I mean, steamy, sexy, thrilling, suspenseful.
I love anything that's suspenseful. That's like not too like it's not gonna scare me,
Yep.
but it's gonna keep me on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely. And Fair Play is out today, October 6th, streaming on Netflix.
So Tom Sandoval was revealed on The Masked Singer. Like so thirsty of The Masked Singer and so thirsty of him. Like what? Like he's such a
I can't
fucking
believe he-
fool.
I can't believe he did 2 shows.
He's,
You know?
Yeah, he's
Like he
such
did
a
Special Forces, he did Mass Singer.
he's such a fool. Like it's like
Yeah.
you're so embarrassing. You're gonna go on The Masked Singer, and they're embarrassing for asking him to go on.
Yeah.
I mean, him hiding in a like as a masked singer is kind of funny. Like when you boil it down,
Right.
But at the same time, it's like thirsty all around.
I would also be terrified, like if I was him, to be on a show like that, because you take the when you take the fucking mask off or whatever, you know, the giant costume, and your face is revealed. Like, what's the audience supposed? Like, the audience is gonna be like, boo.
Well, that's how you know he's sick in the head, because he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go on this show.
Yeah.
Like I feel like other people that have gone through something like that would be like, you know, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah.
Feel like probably not in my best interest to get up there dressed as an animal.
Yeah, I mean, I believe he was a diver.
Yeah, or whatever it is. But
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'm gonna sit this one out. But for him, he's like, no.
I know.
Showbiz, babe. This is all about me getting my performance reps in.
Yep.
And he got up there and he wanted to sing his little heart out.
I saw, you know, I rarely see clips from The Masked Singer, and I know it's an incredibly popular show. And when I saw this clip of him being revealed, I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole and was like on The Masked Singer Instagram page watching like a bunch of their videos. And I was like, you know, this, you don't even really need to watch the show. Like you could just follow them on Instagram and like play along with who is who and who's under the mask, and I like a guessing game, so that was fun. But like showing their shocked faces at the judges like fake shock always cracks me up, because of course sometimes they're shocked, but like nobody on that show is that overly famous that warrants Jenny McCarthy to like fall out of her seat in shock at who's under the mask. Demi Lovato actually did it though, which I will say that's fun. But I mean, most recognizable voice, I think.
Yeah.
Like, right away.
I think I probably would be more shocked to see Tom Sandoval, because I'd be like, "You're here?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? Get off the stage."
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know. He clearly feels like he still wants to put himself out there, which, all right.
He needs money.
All right.
Moving on. This is quick. Francia talked about her friendship with Selena. As you may know, Francia is the one who donated her kidney to Selena Gomez. And in the past couple years, the relationship has been rocky over social media. It's been public that they have like been going back and forth. And she opened up about how they had a little bit of a rocky, friendship, and they had to figure out, she said she had to figure out who she was, because she was not okay. And she said she's okay now, but they were just going through a hard time together.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, this was at the Rare Impact Fund benefit, which is the first one that Selena did. So obviously, Francia came to support her, which was very nice. And she was asked about it by Extra, and said what she said, but she claims it has nothing to do with the kidney transplant. It was that relationships change and they're tricky. She said, "I treat her like my little sister. She treats me like her older sister. I don't know any relationship that's perfect." And they needed to spend some time apart in order to grow and go on their own journeys. She said, "I had to take some time for myself and figure out what the hell is going on with me, because I wasn't okay. I am okay now." So that says, obviously, I think there's been a lot of speculation on the whole kidney transplant situation. There's been commentary from Francia's father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who like alluded to Selena maybe not taking care of herself post kidney transplant and that causing an issue. So, I mean, look, whatever it was, if they have come together now and are okay and have worked through it, then that's great. Good, right. There's not much more to it than they have clearly worked on mending their relationship.
Right. And I think it's because it was made public. Like, people have hard times in friendships often where, you get into a fight with your friend, or you have a disagreement and it's rocky, and then you figure it out. I think it was just the fact that it was made public because of the stuff written on Instagram, that then everybody poked their head in it, and people want to know the answer, and they're, oh my God, she donated her kidney. How can she not respect her and be friends with her? And there's so many layers to it. But at the end of the day, it seems like they both support each other now, and they just went through a hard time.
Yep.
Last topic before we get into the Bachelor stuff. Kyle Richards was seen picking up Morgan Wade from the airport. It just is feeding the speculation a little bit more.
They've done nothing but feed the speculation for months.
Right. It's the music video was, I think, the biggest the
music video
feed into the speculation, where it's
think her name's tattooed on Morgan's body.
Yeah, it's interesting, and people are gonna keep having questions, like we talked about in the last episode, because it's they're on a reality show. So
now it's just annoying.
What are you guys doing? I think what made people most annoyed was when the music video dropped.
Yeah,
and it was very romantic, and so people were like, "All right, are you guys now just playing into this? Is this really how you feel? Because if it's really how you feel, then great,
right."
But are you guys like trying to egg people on? Like, it was confusing.
Yeah, there's so many different angles to it too. It's like Morgan, I personally had never heard of Morgan before this. So it's like, is Morgan profiting off of this friendship? I don't know what the hell.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to speculate too much, right? Because maybe it is because people think it's a relationship.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, and maybe Kyle Richards is still figuring out her feelings or whatever it is, and she doesn't want to immediately tell everybody, then I think we all need to respect that. But at the same time, when it's just like, I think everyone's just like, what the heck? There's something fishy.
I think it's a lot easier to respect it when they are deliberately private, and they're not. They're like public, and they are coy, and they are, I think, playing around with the public a little bit more than like if they were just like, we're figuring stuff out, like, and doing it on their own time.
Yeah.
This just, the music video, the comments, the like all those things, I just feel like are things that are going to make the public look at it and be like, you're poking us, you know? You're like, what's going on?
Right. And I would, like, if they never did the music video, I wouldn't agree with that. I would just be like, all right, if they want to be out in public together, like, let them be out in public.
For sure.
Let them do their thing. I think it was the music video that people were like, okay, you know what everyone's thinking or everyone's saying, then you put this music video out, then Kyle,
but,
at
like,
the
still
time,
don't really comment on it.
But then at the time, Kyle was like, oh no, me and Mauricio are still together. So around that same period of time, I think that's what confused people.
Yeah.
But now that Mauricio and Kyle have been open about their separation, I think maybe we'll see a little bit more of this, and maybe we'll even see it in the next season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's also another aspect of this. She could just be saving it for the show. You know,
that is true.
Yeah. So a good slate coming to Bravo this fall. The Miami trailer dropped too. It looks fantastic. I love Miami.
Bravo is just where it's at right now.
It really is. The Miami Housewives have also been crushing it. Like the cast of characters they put together, top notch. And they haven't really had to make any changes, you know? It's the same women. And every year I feel like it just gets better and better.
Yeah. It's like there was like a lull period, I feel like, with Bravo, and then all of a sudden it just a huge spike.
Yeah.
And now I'm interested in every single show they put out. I think Bravo's the place to be right now. If you listen to this show and you haven't yet started watching any Bravo shows, I would get into it. If you are a lover of reality TV, a lover of pop culture, if you even listen to this podcast, I feel like this sounds like an ad for Bravo. It's not. I just feel like,
I know the Housewives have been so good.
Like, get in while it's hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, obviously all the other shows have been great too.
Yeah.
With all the
right
controversy, but I was late to the game on the Housewives, and I'm happy I'm in it now.
All right, that wraps up the topics, but we're gonna talk about The Bachelor.
All right, let's get into a little Bachelor recap for Thursday night. We had the Golden Bachelor, we had Bachelor in Paradise. But first, guys, let's crack open a nice cold Coors Light. Crisp, the mountains are blue, ready to go. We're headed into fall, guys, but it doesn't have to be the buzzkill to your summer chill. Coors Light helps you find moments to unwind. Maybe you have a big work presentation, followed up with a happy hour, some friends, and a cold Coors Light. Decompress with a relaxing day on the trail that ends with a well-earned Coors Light. Whenever you need to hit reset, reach for a Coors Light made to chill. The only beer out there that is literally made to chill. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That way you always know when it's time to chill. So when you need a reset, just open a Coors Light. We're headed into the weekend, guys. It's Friday. Maybe you had a long work day. You just want to chill out, relax, crack open a nice cold Coors Light. Enjoy it. Maybe you got big plans. You're headed out. You're going to a bar. You're chilling with some friends. You can get a nice cold Coors Light. So Coors Light is the one we choose when we need to unwind. So when you want to hit reset, reach for the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/chicks. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, so the Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise, back to back every Thursday now.
3 hours.
Yep, 3 hours. I thought that they were just doing 1 hour each.
Yeah.
At first, and then I was like, "Whoa, 3 hours of The Bachelor every Thursday night." Let's start off talking about the Golden Bachelor.
Yeah.
So we never talked about the first episode, so I want to talk about that a little bit. I thought it was just so cute and heartwarming. Somebody DM'd me and said, "You either are crying or shut this off within 5 minutes." And I was like, "No, I'm crying."
Yeah.
I did watch it and I'm crying at it.
I know. I do think that, and this is like, no offense to the older generation, but I think that for the younger people watching, it seems sweet and endearing. And for the older generation that's watching that like is a little bit closer to the actual age of these people are kind of like, this is so cringy. I can't watch this. just from the conversations that I've seen, especially on social media, like I've seen younger people be like, this is amazing, we love this show. And then just like talking to, my mom, it's just like, they're like, oh God, this is tough. But I think it's absolutely adorable and sincere. And I love Gary. And the women seem fantastic. And the first episode was great. Also, it has opened my eyes. Anytime they cut, this is the first time I've ever watched like a Bachelor show that's on for an hour. And it's like, damn, this is nice. This is nice.
Yeah, well, it makes sense why it's an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's not as much going on.
Yeah.
It's really just cute,
Yep.
is how I would put it.
Because there's no like drama with the women, yet. I don't know.
Right. They're just going through the motions, and they're adding like Jimmy Kimmel's aunt or whoever in the first, or whoever in the first one, if she really was or not, I'm not sure. But just little things like that. And so it makes sense why it's flying by, because it's just cute. Like it's there, it's happening, and you want all these people to be happy. Yeah. And if Gary cries every single rose ceremony, we're gonna have a problem.
He did. Well, he's 2 for 2.
He's cried at both of them now. His heart can't take sending home anybody.
I know. It's 2 for 2. Yeah, the episode last night, he did cry again, but it was sweet. He took Teresa on a date. I think that I see potential there. I love that, they're around the same age, which I think is great. Because there's some younger women on that are fabulous, but like, I don't know. It's hard to really navigate when they're older. Yeah. You only got so many years left, But Teresa, they had a great date. I for one was worried. I don't know how ABC felt safe doing this. Production, get these two a driver. They were driving on the California highway in a convertible, winds whipping around. The headlights on the car weren't working. I'm like, you can't pull over, Gary.
You can't send Gary out like that.
Get a ride.
Get him on with working headlights,
or put them in a fancy car. Give him a limo to the diner for the date. I mean, I understand the sentiment was very nice. He went and picked her up and they went to drive, but like, get him off the highways. Local roads only.
I love how they went to like a diner, right? It's like they think that young people don't go to diners. Like, it's very like, oh, they're old, they go to the diner. It's like, I also like going to the diner.
Yeah.
They don't do those kinds of dates. Like for The Bachelor, they're like, let's go skydiving. Like as if every couple every weekend is like, we need to risk our lives. Like sometimes it's nice to just drive to the diner.
I agree. And Paradise.
Imagine they had them skydiving.
No, you can't.
No, I know you can't.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like if they went on the same kind of date, bungee jumping.
It's just, why can't there be a nice little cute date where for The Bachelor where they drive and go to the diner?
There was they had a flash mob at the diner. Yeah, it was adorable. They went out, they started dancing, cute as could be. I like that connection. I thought that was a good one. I also think a lot of the big questions after night one was like, wait, are all these ladies like sleeping in the normal rooms in the mansion? Yes. Bunk beds. Tough.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, they're making these ladies sleep in bunk beds. And I thought that whole date was great. But there's jokes. Like the whole group they had a toast to Social Security. Like it's just, like I said, if you're younger, it's like,
it's cute to watch. If you're older, you're like, get this on my screen.
But the group date was sweet as well. They brought Franco back. Everybody knows Franco, the photographer, who's taking pictures, different kinds of 70s themed, 80s themed, romance novel color covers. It was cute. I think another one of my favorites is Leslie. Leslie is the fitness instructor. She, looks amazing. She's 64. But she revealed to Gary that she also has 2 little hearing aids. They had a moment. And that date was cute. I'm spacing on the woman's name, which now I feel really bad about that. But she struggled with like putting on a wedding dress. Just reminded her of the first time she put on a wedding dress, obviously. So sad.
I'm never a fan of the wedding dress.
No,
dates,
I'm not
whatsoever.
either. I'm not either. But of course, Gary, the man that he is, gave her the rose on the group date because, you know, she was having a hard time.
Yeah. Empathetic Gary.
Yep. And then there was a rose ceremony. Gary actually had a conversation with one woman, I forget which one it was, like in the on the top bunk. And I was like, what are they doing up there? What are they doing up there? So a couple of the ladies went home. I forget totally which ones. Natasha was the one that stood out to me because she, you know, I thought Natasha was great, big personality. She was cracking jokes on her way out. There was also one moment before I wrote it down because it made me laugh. It was just like the blunt honesty of some of these women is very funny. Like Kathy, whew, don't mess with Kathy.
And of course her name's Kathy.
Yeah, straight shooter Kathy. Whoa, I do not want to mess with Kathy. And April, like it's just a voiceover of April going, I'm going to kill him if I don't get a rose. Like obviously joking, but just like, you know, I just feel like the normal version of The Bachelor, everybody's so careful with what they say and like blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, I'm going to kill him if I don't get a rose, you know? Just
that's why I like
honesty.
this. Like these women are themselves.
Yep.
Like they have nothing to prove to anybody besides being themselves. They are not trying to be anything. They're not trying to gain anything. They are just themselves. They have lived a life of being themselves.
I agree. My early front runners are Teresa, Leslie, and Edith. Edith is like the most stunning woman I've ever seen. She, I believe, is Spanish, and she, I mean, just gorgeous hair. Like, I don't know. She's captivating. So she hasn't had her moment yet, really, but I know it's coming. There's no way Gary doesn't see it.
Right.
And then Paradise was 2 hours. Lot of filler. Unnecessary.
They should have just went with the 1 hour Paradise,
I know,
1 hour Golden Bachelor,
I know.
2 hours a
Totally
night.
should have. Totally should have. Because 20 minutes at least we could have cut of the Hannah Brown thing. Like Avon, Kylie, Will. Kylie, we knew Kylie was there for Avon from day one. She made that super clear. Sorry, like Will didn't stand a chance. As soon as Avon came down, it was game over, and we saw that happen. Like she tried to let Will down easy. She did, but like we knew that that's how that was going to go down. But when Hannah came down, they did like a 20-minute of like, oh my God, it's Hannah Brown. Like, we love her. She's amazing. Oh, we can't compete with Hannah. Like, is she here to date? Who's she going to take on a date? She pulled different guys. She had conversations with all the guys.
It's like, did they not know that she has been dating somebody for so long?
And some of them did. Like, they were like, isn't she in a relationship? And like, this is the thing. Maybe it was alarming for the cast, but as a viewer, it just could not have been less entertaining because she's engaged.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing if maybe we were like, oh shit, did something happen with Adam and like we missed something online? Right. Maybe she hasn't shared something. They got engaged like a month ago.
Right. Honestly, the Bachelor's probably kind of pissed.
They're probably.
Like, oh fuck, they just got engaged. It's just totally gonna ruin our little bit.
Yeah, like it was so. It's like for the viewer, it's just like okay, we get it.
Yeah. They
don't know what's happening, but we're months later and now we know this woman is engaged and she's so clearly not there to date. Like they should have just cut that whole thing.
It's reminiscent of Jared and Ashley last Paradise season where, you know, it was like, it was cute for them once we heard from their mouths that it was really nice for them to like have a little getaway together. But watching, everyone was like, okay, we don't need to see this.
Yep.
Give them a nice vacation, but we don't need to see it.
Totally. I just clearly Hannah, she hosted that. I mean, she like did that fire pit thing where like it was like 20 questions. They could have just had her done that. They didn't have to like have her come talk to all the guys.
I don't think we talk about enough that Pilot Pete came to Hannah. No, that Hannah Brown went on Pilot Pete season. Like we do not talk about the fact that Hannah Brown went on Pilot Pete season. They had a steamy makeout. Like it wasn't a fake out like this.
No, it was not.
Hannah Brown really showed up.
Did show up
for Pilot Pete season.
Yep. I know, that's so true.
I will say, like, nuts. I would love to get her take on that now. Like, whose decision was that?
Right.
Did she want to be there? Like, what happened there?
We totally forgot about that. She was on her show not that long ago. We should have
because that was not a fake out. Remember at the time we were like, oh, this is going to be like, no, they like literally started making out.
No, she literally was like, I'll stay, like, if you'll have me.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah, no, that actually
That was nuts.
That was wild. I feel like Hannah Brown's trajectory, it was really tough as the Bachelorette because of all the Jed shit and that went to shit. And then it was like, oh my God, Tyler. But then like Tyler started fucking dating Gigi Hadid and it was like, oh, that's a tough one for Hannah. And then she went to Pilot Pete and then it was like, oh, but then after that, started dating somebody outside the show. She wins Dancing with the Stars. She wins fucking Special Forces. Now she's engaged. Like, totally does not need all of it. But like that period of time was a tough run.
When she went to every one of her final 3.
Yeah, that was a tough run for sure.
But also one of the best runs in Bachelor history.
Yeah.
Like that whole period of time, the Hannah Brown season into the Pilot Pete season, I know I say it all the time. Two of my favorite seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we've mentioned it. We're talking about it. Fair Play on Netflix. It's out now. We watched the trailer. We're super excited.
I'm so excited.
I mean, this trailer is steamy. You saw it. We watched it. I think we're going to probably talk about it on Monday because I think I got more to say when you watch the whole movie for sure.
Going to be in our weekly watch report.
100%. It's led by female writer-director Chloe DeMont. Fair Play covers an unexpected promotion at a cutthroat hedge fund that pushes a young couple's relationship to the brink, threatening to unravel far more than their recent engagement. Watch Fair Play exclusively on Netflix today, October 6th. I also think it's a great trailer. It doesn't give too much away. But
it gives just enough where you're like, I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah.
I'm seriously so excited to sit home Friday night, watch this movie. I think, like you said, the trailer just like ropes you in. And Phoebe Dynevor, I'm really excited to see her on the screen again.
I agree.
Especially something with Netflix. So check it out. It's on Netflix now. Watch it all weekend because we're probably going to be talking about it on Monday.
Absolutely. So like the date that she like the bonfire situation that she hosted asking the questions was good, but it's just like, I don't know, we're not deep into it enough where asking those juicy questions really matter. Like everybody's kind of still early on, so it's like, oh hey Kat, like are there any other guys you're excited to see come, even though she's been with Brayden? She said names, but at the end of the day, like her and Brayden have a connection for sure and they've been together, but it's like, it's not crazy for Kat to be like, oh yeah, I mean, if Tanner and Tyler come down, like I'll talk to them. So there wasn't any jaw-dropping confession where it was like, oh my God, what? She would do that or he would do that? They've been together with them for weeks.
Right,
it's like it's been one day.
It's like, of course I would hope that maybe they would like see their options out.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like I was saying this on Cutting Stems, but we need these contestants to loosen up a little bit. Like they need to take a little bit of Love Island where like it's okay to maybe kiss 2 girls on 2 different days and it's not like the end of the world and you have to hate the girl, like whatever. Like with Aaron B and Mercedes and Eliza, there was like potential drama brewing. Eliza was freaking out about being in another love triangle. Aaron B kissed Mercedes and then he was talking to Eliza the next day, but it's like, that's what you're there to do.
Yeah.
Flirt.
It's so
kiss people.
It's so true. On Love Island, I also think it's just the people on the show and the personalities of maybe British people where they like don't care as much and they'll get mad, but like they'll still be friends with people.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's immediate drama on Bachelor in Paradise. And then it kind of like not forces because you don't know, but like sometimes I feel like people just are like in their heads they might be like, all right, well now I need to stick with this person because if I don't then this other person's gonna flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
And they just don't want to deal with that.
I know, and that's why like with Olivia I get it, she was upset, but her vendetta against Kylie is just like a little much, you know? I just think whatever, you can be annoyed at Kylie for taking Will on the date after you kissed Will, but it was one kiss. Like you can't be claiming people after one kiss.
Doesn't mean you own them.
Yeah,
like it's only the second week.
I know. So that was a little tough to watch. Like sometimes when Olivia was like Hannah was like, who would you want to go home? And Olivia's like, Kylie. I'm like, all right.
Sometimes I wonder if these people even like. I think that they don't even know if they really like the person that they're getting mad about. they just want to
And they wanna stay on
have
the show.
somebody and stay on the show.
Yeah.
But they don't even know if they like them. And so the fact that they're getting, like, she's getting so mad at Kylie, it's like, ask yourself if you really like him or you just want him to really like you.
Totally.
Like, what, like.
And the guys are giving out the roses.
Yep.
So that's totally like comes into a part of it, right? I feel that way with Sean and Rachel. Like Sean and Rachel are like a thing right now. And I'm like, I don't really know if either of them really like each other. I think Sean is like a Bachelor super fan that he's like, holy shit, this Rachel the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
And Rachel's like, he's cute, whatever.
I think that Sean originally he wanted to.
He wanted Jess.
He wanted to talk to Jess. He was so into Jess.
Yeah.
And so.
I don't know. All of a sudden, it's just like he's like, yeah, everything's like hanging out with Rachel.
So like maybe he
didn't
just
really
like,
give Jess a chance.
So maybe he's just like, I'm on the show.
I know, which is because it's like, but that's what I want to happen. It's like the show would be so much better if in that scenario, Sean, and he did kind of say it at the bonfire, but if Sean was more open and was like, oh, if I got a date, like I actually would maybe ask Jess. And I know like, but then people just pair up like Jess is with Blake Moynes. So it's like, is that going to be, they seem like they're in a good spot. So I don't know, but they did have a rose ceremony. The guys gave out the rose. Kat, Brooklyn, and Greer all went home. They kind of had a tough go. They didn't really have any connection, so that sort of made sense. And this Pilot Pete remake, he's got to go.
There's only one Pilot Pete out there.
He's got to go. I don't like his vibe. I just
and I don't like how they call him Pilot Pete.
I know, and he was a red flag on the Men Tell All, and everybody didn't like him. You know, it wasn't like one person didn't like him and he had a feud with one person. None of them really liked him, which I think is telling. And he has just been kind of annoying on the show. And I just don't, he's not my kind of guy.
You're never going to make it with the same nickname as somebody who had such a...
legendary run.
Yeah, seriously.
You're coming at a legend.
Yeah, and you better step back.
Yeah. You're coming from the belt. You better step
The way
up.
that I talk about Pilot Pete, people must think that I love Pilot Pete when really...
But you love like the idea of Pilot Pete,
like,
you know?
I'm just
The
fascinated.
character of Pilot Pete.
I'm fascinated by his character.
Yes.
I'm fascinated by his storyline.
Yep.
I'm fascinated by him dating Kelly, breaking up, dating Kelly again, breaking up. Like, I'm fascinated by the City Boys podcast that never really took off. Like, legend.
Yeah. I agree. Couldn't agree more.
Just a fucking legend.
Yep. Oh man, but that's basically everything that happened on Paradise.
Yeah. We're gonna keep watching. Each week, 3 hours every Thursday night.
I'm excited. Tyler's coming next week.
Yeah, the day.
Not Cameron. Sorry, everyone. Tyler Norris. But I think he'll stir it up.
Yeah, I think the day change has fricked everybody up.
We are fricked up.
I'm fricked up for sure.
I'm fricked up by it. I think that's also why I have not known what day of the week it's been all week. And I actually, you know what? I do blame The Bachelor.
You should.
Because it's thrown off my entire week in the fall. I'm so used to The Bachelor on Monday, The Voice is on NBC, Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday, and then now we're on I'm not watching.
I feel like
I'm watching Grey's Anatomy. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy on Thursdays. Now I'm watching Bachelor in Paradise on Thursdays.
I feel like our recording schedule has thrown off my whole week. We're like
totally. I don't know what still know what day it is.
On the same days every week. This week we're recording. I don't know what day
different
it is.
days.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, it was confusing. They got I can't wait till we go back to normal.
Yeah, we got to go back to Monday nights.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps it up. If you think your friend is the ultimate life of the party, you can nominate them and win a Pink Whitney New York City trip. One lucky winner will receive an epic New York City trip for them and 3 friends, complete with a tour of the Barstool office. 10 secondary prize winners will receive Pink Whitney party packs with everything you and your crew needs to take your shot and throw the ultimate house party. It's easy to enter. Just go to pinkwhitney.com to enter your info. Nominate your life of the party friend and describe how they always make the party next level for a chance to win the ultimate Pink Whitney New York City trip. And of course, make sure to head over to your local bar and order some Pink Whitney, or to your local liquor store and pick up a bottle of Pink Whitney. Enter for your chance to win the ultimate Pink Whitney New York City trip at pinkwhitney.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 94, and we are joined by Mary and Abigail. They just told us it's been a long time coming. It's been in the works for a year now for them to come on trivia, so I'm glad that we have made it happen. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Super excited. We'll jump right into it. So 15 questions, as always. If you get a question right, you get the point. If you get a question wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. And to determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomato score, critic score. Whoever is the closest, your team will get to go first. Everyone gets their own individual guess. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie, shout out Jenna from Kansas City, Mary Poppins Returns.
Okay, so one of you guys throw out a guess first.
You can go. I'm going to guess like 64.
Is this the Emily Blunt one? Mary Poppins Returns?
I would assume, right? Because it's not the original.
No, I don't know if there was like another one thrown in there somewhere.
I want to get out ahead of it. I'm dealing with some indigestion this morning. I've had a weird combination of food before this game, and
It's totally fine. I've got major brain fog.
If it happens, it happens. All right. If I burp into the microphone, my apologies. Just might come out. I'm gonna go 34.
Oh, what did you say, Mary? 70?
I said 64.
I'm gonna go like 85. Crazy.
I'm gonna say 59.
Abigail is the closest. It's 79.
Oh,
High score. I've never seen it.
I actually have seen it.
Lin-Manuel.
Okay, it is the Emily Blunt.
Yeah,
one.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes.
Okay.
I watched it one time.
I would say the first few questions here are slightly easier, so we'll start off on a good note.
Okay.
Well, now I'm nervous.
Interesting.
Question number 1 to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Sierra from York, Pennsylvania. In SpongeBob SquarePants, what is Plankton's first name?
Oh.
Do you know?
No. I'm trying to think of like the conversations that he has with his robot, but it's not helping me.
I feel like isn't it like Edward or something like sophisticated?
Oh, I think it might be Eugene, but I don't know why that just
5
came
seconds.
to mind.
No, like,
So I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Incorrect.
It's not Eugene.
It's not Eugene.
And so she said Edward, and I was thinking Edward, but I don't think it's Edward. I totally thought it was Eugene. After you said it, not before, of course.
Yeah. I do feel like it is a fancy name.
Richard.
Richard Plankton.
Edward Plankton.
10 seconds.
Plankton. I have literally
It's
no
not
idea.
Eugene. I'm just shocked by
Clearly
that.
not.
5
I know.
seconds.
I guess
Edward.
what, you should go Edward.
Edward Plankton.
Incorrect. Sheldon.
Sheldon.
You
Sheldon
know,
J.
Sheldon,
Plankton.
Eugene, very similar vibe.
I was never getting that.
Sheldon. Damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream like that.
Okay.
Hearing it in the headphones, you realize how loud you actually are. Anyways.
Okay. Still 0-0. Question number 2 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Marissa from Freehold, New Jersey. In Crazy Stupid Love, what compliment does Cal say to Kate that he used to say to his wife, Emily?
You're the perfect combination of sexy and cute.
Final answer.
Yes.
Correct. 1-0, Ria and Fran. Back to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Madee from Washington, D.C. What movie role is the creator of The White Lotus, Mike White, known for? Name the movie and character.
Oh, he's in School of Rock, and he plays
Ned
Jack Black's brother, Ned Schneebly. Yeah, final answer.
Correct.
Fun fact, he was also in a season of Survivor.
Yeah.
I
Not
did know
brothers.
that.
Not brothers in the movie Friends, but yes,
Oh.
it is Ned Schneebly. Jack Black just becomes Ned Schneebly because he
Yeah.
pretends to be Ned Schneebly.
Yeah. Okay, tied up at 1. Question number 4 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Jess and Megan from New Jersey. Go Birds.
Go
These are-
Birds. I appreciate that at the end of every question they send.
In Harry Potter, What is the first spell we see Hermione cast on the Hogwarts Express?
Oculus Reparo.
Okay.
Final answer.
Correct.
I'm really happy you got that one because if you didn't, I was gonna shade you for not knowing her first spell.
I've been in a bad Harry Potter rut also of getting questions wrong on the dozen as well.
I totally would have made fun of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 5. It's to Ria and Fran. This is to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. In Friends, why does Ross end up selling brown bird cookies, Girl Scout cookies, for a little girl?
Because he accidentally put down the stairs, right? And
it's down the stairs. She breaks her leg.
Yeah.
Is it the stairs or is it something to do with the bike?
I think it's
can we just say she breaks her leg? She breaks her legs.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Correct. Breaks her leg.
So weird. It just reminded me that I had a dream last night that I went to go see the real deal Friends apartment, and the apartment was in like the whole building and apartment exists, and I was with David Schwimmer and Matthew Perry, and but they were young, like they're young friend selves, and they made me take all of these pictures of them, and then they were holding tours for people, but I was like, no, you can't come in, I have to get the perfect shot of them, and I was like making them pose all these things, and then somebody kidnapped me and made me do an OnlyFans.
That's quite a roller coaster.
What a turn.
Great movie.
Seriously,
right?
Quite a turn for you.
Like, oh my god, I'm having a great time at the Friends apartment, boom, I get kidnapped and I have to make an OnlyFans.
Damn.
They said I killed it though. All right, sorry, next question.
Okay, tied up at 2. This is question number 6 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Claire from Denver. In the Princess Diaries, what is the national fruit of Genovia?
Pear.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's pear.
Pear.
Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Pear.
Knew that one.
All right.
I'm just here for moral support.
3-2 Ria and Fran. This is question number 7 to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Kennedy from Milwaukee. Name this year. Grey's Anatomy premieres on ABC. $1 Million Baby wins Best Picture at the Oscars. We Belong Together by Mariah Carey is #1 Billboard Song of the Year.
Okay, there are 19 seasons of Grey's Anatomy that are like currently out because I was just watching it yesterday, which means that they should be like in season 20, so it has to be like 2003 or like, but I'm not sure if it's 2003.
Did Grey's Anatomy take any breaks?
They had a COVID season, but I don't know if I don't remember exactly when it came out. I remember I was watching it like all during school. So like
2003. Oh no. Yeah, I guess.
Or 2000, that would be 20 years. So that would be like
answer?
Okay, 2003.
Incorrect.
2006?
I think that might be too late. She is right. We're going into the 20th
we talked about
season.
it yesterday, remember?
2000, yeah, we did. 2004? 2002?
15 seconds.
2004.
Okay, whatever you say.
2006 feels like a lot of time to get 19 seasons done.
5 seconds.
Did they do double?
No,
do like 2 a year?
no.
It's only 1 a year?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
2004, final answer.
Incorrect. 2005.
Oh. Well, not an option.
We didn't even
2005 wasn't even a possibility.
We didn't even discuss meeting in the middle.
We didn't. 2005
shame.
didn't have a chance.
Okay, still 3-2 Ria and Fran. This is question number 8 to them. Shout out Claire from Southside, Alabama. What actor or actress stars in each of the following films? Bridesmaids, How to Be Single, Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, Cats.
Maya
Rebel
Rudolph?
Wilson. How to Be Single. Maya Rudolph isn't in How to Be Single.
Rebel Wilson is in Bridesmaids?
Yeah. She's the roommate's, I mean, very small role. She's the roommate's like girlfriend or something. Remember when Kristen Wiig gets kicked out of her apartment?
Okay.
Or sister maybe?
All right, Rebel Wilson.
I think it's Rebel Wilson.
Okay, Rebel Wilson.
Correct.
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson.
Small role in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-2. Ria and Fran.
It's just not one of those games where I'm like jumping up with my fist up in the air like, woohoo. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten anything. I feel useless.
Okay, question number 9 to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Sarah for this one. What song did Taylor Swift write and record for the movie Where the Crawdads Sing?
Oh, it's Carolina.
Is that what it's called?
I'm like pretty sure.
Okay.
Wait, no, now I'm getting confused because I think that is a Harry Styles song.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
it
like
might
more game than that. Carolina is a Harry Styles song. It's like eyes open, something with like your eyes.
10 seconds.
It's scary sounding.
No. No, it's not.
5 seconds.
I can like hear her singing in my head. It's like spooky.
All right, time is up.
Okay, I'm going with Carolina.
Correct.
I was going to say that is right.
Yeah, they
Just
both have a Carolina
Trying not to
song.
give away anything on my face.
Carolina
I was like, they're going to
is-
talk themselves out of it.
Is a great Harry Styles song though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, then I knew it.
All right, 4-3, Ria and Fran. This is question number 10 to them. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to send this application up to my supervisor.
Oh, come on, there's gotta be more questions than that.
Yes, there are, but I have to start closing up. So, yeah, you can come back another day, though.
Oh, no hard feelings.
I might not want a dog another day. I want a dog right now.
No hard feelings.
Yes, correct. You're like, no hard feelings.
Yeah, turn it off. We know the answer.
I said it already. No hard feelings.
Okay. 5-3, Ria and Fran. Question number 11 to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Annika from California. What are the first words said in the song Yeah by Usher?
Well, it's the producer tagline. Does that count? He says, "Peace up, A-Town."
Yeah.
What are those like lyrics or is that
Those are
like-
words.
Okay, yeah, final answer.
Correct. I'm going to give that to you. It's Peace Up, A-Town, Down. But
Oh.
But, I
Peace
mean,
Up,
you
A-Town.
said first word.
No, that's the first words.
Yeah, you didn't say how many.
You didn't say how many
You
words.
said multiple words.
Yeah.
No, it's right. It's right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have got the down. I don't remember him saying down either. Peace up.
I did know that. I just didn't know how far I had to go.
Okay. 5-4, Ria and Fran.
This is a battle.
Question number 12 to them. I'm confused by the shout out here. She said San from not Cockeysville, Maryland. So she's not from I don't know where you're from then. But
She just wanted you to say Cockeysville, probably.
maybe, yeah. Okay. What is the name of the 1992 movie starring Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, where the Whitney Houston version...
Bodyguard.
Correct.
Boom. I'm on fire now.
Yeah.
Where the Whitney Houston version of the song I Will Always
Yep.
Love You makes its debut.
Yes, Bodyguard.
Okay. 6-4, Ria and Fran. Question number 13 to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Layla from St. Louis. In the movie The Incredibles, what is the name of their costume/fashion designer?
Oh, Edna Mode.
Final answer.
Final answer. Yeah.
Correct.
I mean,
I wouldn't say that's
Noah.
any easier than the SpongeBob question.
I think, I mean, if you,
No,
here's the thing.
10 times easier than the SpongeBob
no,
question.
I mean, if you haven't seen Incredibles, then you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, but who doesn't know Edna Mode?
It's fashion, darling.
Yeah.
God, I want to watch The Incredibles now. Okay.
This is Incredible thing.
And also, like, Edna Mode is like its own Edna Mode.
Right, but if
You know?
if you haven't seen Incredibles in a long time, you might go, oh,
No
what's
shot.
her name?
No shot. Everyone remembers Edna
No,
Mode.
Only
no.
recently
she's
did
like
I
a-
connect it.
She's like a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but the thing, yes,
Like
but
Sheldon Plankton,
but
I'm not
I-
talking about as much
right,
as
but I feel
Edna
like
Mode.
when are you talking about Edna Mode?
All the time.
I just feel like it's
All
like
the time,
anything
honestly.
that we go, oh, why don't we know that?
My God, you've gotten fat.
She's supposed to be Anna Wintour. Like, that's like who
Yes.
she's modeled off of. Yeah.
I
Okay.
did not know that.
I like recently like put that together. I'm like,
hair.
wait, she has the same hair. Okay, 6-5, Ria and Fran. And this is question number 14 to them. Shout out Claire from Denver. According to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka's father did what for a living?
He was a dentist. He was a dentist.
A dentist?
That might be Frankenstein.
15 seconds.
I have no idea.
He was a dentist.
Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. I don't really remember anything
That
about.
seals the win.
I used to love that movie.
Oh, Willy Wonka's parents.
Mm-hmm.
My brain, I was thinking Charlie. I'm like, he just has grandpa.
Yeah, lazy.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys win. We'll do the last question to Mary and Abigail. Shout out Maureen. In the Barbie movie, what was Depression Barbie's favorite movie?
Oh, it's Pride and Prejudice.
Correct.
Final answer. Yeah.
Damn, close.
That was a
I know,
close
just
game. High scoring game also.
7-6.
7-6.
That was a really close
We
game.
only missed 2 questions.
Damn.
I got wronged by Grey's Anatomy. I'm really upset.
Yeah, the year questions were tough.
That was a close battle, guys.
And Sheldon Plankton.
I thought
Damn,
that
Sheldon.
was going to be one of the easier ones, but
Yeah.
It's one of those where you're like, that's what it was.
That's the category that falls into like, oh, you haven't seen it in a while and you forget and then it rings a bell.
Yes, but I still think like it really depends on the day with us. It really can depend on any movie,
I haven't
day.
seen The Incredibles. I haven't watched The Incredibles from start to finish in at least a decade. Edna Mode will never
No, it
leave
doesn't
my
matter.
mind.
They got it.
No, I know. I'm just comparing the 2 questions.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing. That was a great game.
Fun game.
Really a
Thank
great
you, guys.
battle.
So fun.
So close to beating us, but unfortunately you didn't. But we.
Sorry you guys had to wait so long
It's
to play
okay.
as well.
You
okay.
still get merch. So when you get a chance, can you send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll have some merch sent your way.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Nice meeting you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Remember, noon Eastern time, New York City tickets go on sale. We love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.